Hey guys, welcome back. This is KB. I sold everything in the United States, shoved whatever little stuff I have left in a small storage unit, and now I'm traveling full time in Southeast Asia. And here are 5 essential apps you need if you're traveling to Vietnam. At the end of this video, I will show you some of the trips and excursions I booked on this app. So, number one, everybody probably knows it. If you don't, you need a Grab app. I spent a month in Da Nang, Vietnam, and the number one app I needed is none other than the Grab app. It's like the Southeast Asia version for Uber. You can get shipping, you can get food delivery. Food delivery is super cheap, and when you arrive in Vietnam, instead of grabbing a taxi where you cannot be certain of the price with the language barrier and everything, you're more likely to get scammed with grabbing a taxi than calling a ride with the Grab app. Now, on the Grab app, you will see exactly what you're going to pay for, and there's no mistake in communication between where you're going. You just copy and paste the address you're going from the location you're leaving from, and it will calculate your total cost, and it will send you a Grab driver, a ride that you know has been vetted and verified, and it's in their system, so you know who you're traveling with. It will send you a license number like in the US, so you know what car you're looking for. When you arrive at the airport, whether it's Hanoi or Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh, there is a designated Grab station where Grab cars will come pick you up. It usually has a green flag with Grab on it, and there's usually a Grab attendant that help you. And yeah, it's fairly easy to find those Grab stations at each of the major airports in Vietnam. When I arrived in Da Nang, it was 15 minutes from the Da Nang International Airport to Mai Kee Beach where I was staying, and it only cost like 85,000 dong or 89,000 dong, and it only took like 10-15 minutes. So it's very easy to call rides. You can also call Grab motorbikes. They're even cheaper than Grab cars. If you're brave enough, just make sure you wear the helmet and have travel insurance before you get on a motorcycle. In Asia, I've used food delivery for Grab in Vietnam. Coffee, desserts, foods, whatever you want is on there. So if you don't want to brave the heat and the humidity, just call a Grab, and they'll come within 10-15 minutes. A lot of times, rarely it goes past that. Sometimes if there's delay or rain outside or something like that, but Grab deliveries are very, very fast, at least in Da Nang. So yeah. Oh, here's a tip. You can sign up for Grab Unlimited Vietnam, and there is a 60-day free trial in Vietnam. So when you arrive to Vietnam, I recommend you signing up for the free 60-day trial for Grab Unlimited. Now, I only spent a month in Vietnam, so I didn't even use up all the free trial. But even after the 60-day free trial, I think the monthly cost is like 25,000 dong, which is about $1 a month. That's the fee for Grab Unlimited. And you'll get better rates for Grab rides and Grab food delivery. Also, if you have the Grab Unlimited plan on your Grab account, there's usually like promotions and offers that you can click when you're ordering food. When you're calling a Grab ride, you can click on offers underneath the bottom of your screen. And oftentimes you get discounts, like they'll take off your delivery fee. They will take off 10%, 15%, 30%. So oftentimes you can significantly reduce the service fee, which is not much. It's just like $1 or $2. But it could be even cheaper if you sign up for the unlimited. And the unlimited is free for the first 60 days. So why not? So that's what I ended up doing. And I saved, I don't know, quite a bit of money. I think, yeah, I'll show you what my Grab said I saved in Vietnam by signing up for Grab Unlimited. So yeah, number 2 app is Klook. With Klook, you can book hotel stays, you can book transportation like an airport ride to your hotel, or you can book transportation, minivan ride, limousine ride between 2 cities. I used Klook to book my ride between Hanoi and Halong Bay, and that was like 2-3 hour ride. And you can see exactly what you're paying for, and they will contact you on WhatsApp to arrange the meeting place, and you give them your address. And anyway, so that is an easy way to travel between 2 cities in Vietnam. or anywhere in Southeast Asia. Pretty much you can get a inner city transport on Klook app. I've booked also on Klook the Coconut River tour in Hoi An, Vietnam, and that was amazing. That was on Klook. Yeah, so there's a lot of places you can book. Now, if you use my link, I think you get like a $5 off coupon when you sign up, when you book your first activity on there. And yeah, so if you want that, use my link down below for Klook. And this is just the local Southeast Asia regional app for all things tour, all things like transport between cities and activities, and hotel as well you can find. The next is similar thing as Klook. It's called Agoda. And this one you can find really good hotels in Vietnam. I found out there's tons of budget hotels you can find, decent places you can book in Da Nang, Vietnam on Agoda. You can also find apartments on a monthly rental on Agoda, and as well as tours and excursions and transport, which, like all the normal stuff that Klook does. Agoda does the same thing. Sometimes you might want to compare Klook app and Agoda app to see which one you get the best price. Sometimes it's the same activity, similar activity, price is a little bit better on one or the other. So I check on both to see which one works better. One of the fun things I did in Vietnam using the Agoda app is I booked a coffee class in Vietnam. I fell in love with Vietnam coffee. It was so good. Vietnam coffee is the best. So I took a 2-hour class on how to make 4 types of Vietnamese coffee. It was amazing. Totally recommend it. I will link that class down below. So if you're in Da Nang, check it out. It's amazing. Yeah. And you get to sample all of it. You get to sample all the coffees that you learn how to make. And I was pretty much caffeinated up for the rest of the day, but it was really, really good. I would highly recommend that experience. Now, number 4, it has to do with eSIM, and it is the Airalo app. I can drop my link below as well. Again, you need some kind of data when you're traveling on the road, unless you have Wi-Fi at the coffee shop, at the hotel, at the airport. When you're outside of those Wi-Fi ranges, you need somewhere to get data to be able to book your ride and check your whatever. I used Airalo to get eSIMs. You can buy country-specific SIMs, or there's a regional SIMs, like you can buy a whole Asia region SIMs. I just booked a 1-month, 30-day eSIM for Vietnam for 5 gigabyte. And I guess I used quite a bit because on my last day in Vietnam, I looked at my Airalo app and there was only 171 megabyte of data left. And that was my last day. But it was pretty close, but it was enough to get me for that month that I was in Vietnam. Now, the 5th travel app you'll need is Tello. I've tried 2 different apps for being able to receive phone calls from the US, being able to contact my bank, being able to do those 2-step verification, annoying things that you need to do when you're traveling overseas. I tried the Magic app. I found out the Magic app actually does not work with the 2-step text verification you get from your bank or from Google accounts. And I did not find that out until I already paid for Magic anyway. So I ended up paying for both of them. But now I'm sticking with Tello because with Tello, you can get the 2-step text verification. You just need to give your new Tello number to your bank or whatever it is that you're trying to verify, and make sure you change that number on Tello while you're in the United States so you can get the verification, get that number changed. Because once you leave the United States, that's very hard to do if you get locked out of your account. So Tello is the app that I've been using for 2-step authentication. And also if I need to call anybody in the United States, because you get unlimited text, you get unlimited calls, just like you get a US number, or you can keep your own as well. And you can call anybody in the United States with whatever business you need to do, or banks, or whatever you need. So Tello is the app I recommend. So far, it's been working out pretty good. I haven't had any trouble. I've been receiving text messages. I've been receiving phone calls. As long it works when you are connected to the Wi-Fi. It's basically a Wi-Fi phone call and Wi-Fi text message that you receive. So anyway, these are the 5 essential apps you need for Southeast Asia. And if you're interested in any of these apps, here's down below. You can see all the names and how to spelling and all that. And I will link the coffee class and for the apps. So feel free to use my links to sign up for these. Oh, the credit card I'm featuring today is the American Express Business Gold Card. This is the card I used to travel free round trip international trip to South Korea earlier this year. I've signed up for this card for my business in the United States, and I put my normal spend I was going to spend on business anyway. I have a small business, and I believe I got 100,000 or 150,000 Amex points for signing up, meeting the minimum requirement. And that was more than enough for me to take a round trip international trip to South Korea and back. So if you're interested in signing up for this card, you feel free to use my referral link. And if you meet the minimum requirement, bonus for this card, it can get you a round trip international trip easily. And sometimes it might get you 2 round trip international trips if you transfer the points to one of their airline travel partners. All right. Hit like and subscribe for more travel tips like this. I will see you next time.